All right, hope everyone is having a great week. I wanted to take a little bit of time out today to discuss some basics behind arm training. Now, I follow a lot of fitness and strength and conditioning coaches on social media, and there's a ton of great content out there. But one thing I've noticed is that everyone seems to take themselves so goddamn seriously these days and take their training so damn seriously, even if they're just training for quality of life. Now, I'm all for attacking your training with intensity, training for performance, taking it seriously. But at the end of the day, let's not forget to have a little bit of fun while we're at it. And in my opinion, getting an awesome arm pump is quite a bit of fun. I'm still a meathead deep down. I love a good trip to the arm farm every now and then. So if we're gonna train our arms, let's do it the right way. And that starts with how often we're gonna train. Now, for most of my people who I meet with, we train 2 to 3 sessions a week. And in those, we'll do a bicep and a tricep exercise at the end of most of those sessions. It might just be a few sets. It's only going to take up 5 or 6 minutes, but it is enough for a little bit of a stimulus there. And most people don't need to do a ton of arm training. Now, if you're looking to really increase the size of your arms, and that is a specific goal you have, that's great. Your goal is your goal, fantastic. Let's focus a little bit more then on the quality of those arm workouts. Now, in my opinion, you should still be focusing most of your week on getting full body lifts, deadlifting, squatting, bench pressing to whatever extent you can, and then top it off with some extra arm work. If you get all of your training done Monday through Friday and you want to add in a bonus arm workout on Saturday or Sunday, that's great, go for it. Once again, let's do it a smart way. So that's how often I recommend you train your arms. Let's get into exercise selection, and there are a few components to this. First off is going to be unilateral versus bilateral. Unilateral is working each side of the body individually. So I'm going to use a bicep curl as an example. So you're bicep curling, you have a dumbbell in each hand. That's a unilateral version. Bilateral is working both of them together. That would be a barbell bicep curl. Same can be done for your triceps. Now, we also want to get into the different grip that you're going to use for these exercises. The bicep has 2 heads to it, hence bicep. The tricep has 3, tricep. There we go. The mystery of that is unlocked. Now, this means that we need to grip the bar differently in different ways to hit the different heads of those muscles. So for the bicep and tricep, we can go with a supinated or underhand grip, a neutral or hammer grip, and a overhand or pronated grip. For the biceps, we also want to make sure that we're working the forearms, the brachialis that's going to attach up here as well, and that you're going to hit mainly with a reverse grip curl or a crossbody hammer curl. And I'm going to put together a demo workout here that you can use for your arms that's going to incorporate hitting all the different grips and the different parts of your biceps and triceps. Now let's get into sets and reps. A couple days ago, I posted a video talking about adaptation and different repetition schemes for that. So go back to Wednesday's video and watch that one. But basically what I'm going to talk about for here is hypertrophy. Hypertrophy means we're increasing the cross-sectional size of a muscle. And for that, we're going to keep most of our reps on arm training to between 5 and 12 reps. Also, we will do the occasional sets beyond that up to 15, 20 reps or even to failure for some of these exercises too. For your beginner, I would recommend keeping the repetitions 6 and higher. Anything below that, unless you're training for like a barbell curling competition, which that is a thing, you don't need to do quite as heavy of a 3-rep barbell curl. Now we got our sets. Getting in 3 to 4 reps per exercise is usually sufficient. And I also want to touch on the intensity of those repetitions. Now there's a difference between doing 12 reps of a barbell curl and 12 challenging reps of a barbell curl. And when I say challenging, I still mean maintaining form. I don't want you doing a cheat curl, throwing your back into it. If you're a beginner, let's not go there quite yet. But 12 reps that challenge you, that make you squeeze for every little bit, because that's going to drive that adaptation and help increase the size of your arms faster. Showing up and just knocking out 12 easy ass reps of a dumbbell curl is not the same as really fighting for 12 reps of a hammer curl. So we got our frequency, exercise selection, sets and reps. Let's go into tempo real quick. The tempo of the movement is how fast or slow you're moving. So like most muscles, the arms benefit from a good controlled tempo. So the eccentric portion, that would be in a bicep curl, the lowering part of it, getting a 3 or 4 second eccentric can do wonders for increasing the size of your arms. Same thing for triceps. So if you're doing, for example, a skull crusher and you're lowering that bar down to your head, going for a 3 or 4 second eccentric is going to help elicit a better response. And then finally, some progressions. There are all sorts of ways to progress your arm training. I'm going to go into a more advanced style of arm training in a future video, talking about things like blood flow restriction and different types of giant sets and training at different angles to train the arms differently. But for today, let's just use the example workout that I have right here. Now I have 3 exercises for the biceps and 3 for the triceps. We start off with a close grip bench press for the triceps and barbell curls for the biceps, 4 sets of 8. Now, if say you're gonna do this workout on a Saturday, you do it this Saturday, next Saturday you wanna progress it, you can either add a set and make it 5 sets of 8, you could add a couple of reps and make it 4 sets of 10, or you could stick with 4 sets of 8, but increase the weight on everything. So one way or another, in that example, you are increasing the volume of work that you're doing, and that's how we want to progress you week after week to continue to drive adaptation. Now, eventually you're gonna get to a point where you can't add reps, sets, or weights. That's when things get a little bit more advanced. You know, it's not rocket science, but we still need to change some variables around. So I'll talk about that in a future video as well. So give this workout a try. Like I said, we start with these 2 exercises. We then go into a dumbbell tricep extension and a hammer curl, as well as a reverse grip press down and a reverse grip curl. So we have 4 sets of 8, 4 sets of 12, 3 sets of 15. Like I discussed in the exercise selection, we also have all 3 grips for the biceps and the triceps. So we have a pronated, a neutral, and a supinated for both of them. So we're getting a fairly well-rounded arm workout here. If you have any questions about this, please shoot me a message or a comment below. I will have a quick video at the end of this that's gonna demonstrate these 6 exercises. So if you're not sure what any of them look like, hang around, check that out. I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you soon.